that even this program of dance that you have seen today, this wonderful program which was presented to us by Anusham Group, this was his idea. He said that let us have some traditional dance of Tamil Nadu which showcases our respect for nature. The entire world has started talking about climate change, need to preserve environment, need to preserve our planet today. But in our Indian culture, Indian tradition, we have always understood that this entire world is made up of 5 elements, and it is our duty to ensure that the balance between these 5 elements is maintained, and that is what was shown to you through a dance performance today. I, on my personal behalf and on behalf of Chennai Port Authority and Kamarajar Port Limited, extend a warm welcome once again to our Honorable Minister and all the present here. And on behalf of all of you, I assure our Honorable Minister that we will continue to work not only for the trade and commerce of this part of the country, but will also make our best contribution, make our best efforts to ensure that we do so while maintaining the harmony with our environment. Nandri, Vanakkam.
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Malini V. Shankar, retired IAS, Vice Chancellor, Maritime University, to share and address the gathering, please.
Good morning, everybody. Honorable Minister for Port, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Sabrananda Sonowalji, Secretary of MOPSW, Mr. T.K. Ramchandran, Chennai Port Trust Chairperson, Sunil Pandiwal, MD and of the Kamaraj Port Authority, and all the dignitaries on stage, what we call in Marathi, the Satkar Murtis, the women achievers who are present with us on stage, the cadets who have come in large numbers, especially the female cadets from the Indian Maritime University as well as from associated colleges, all the number of women that I see here to celebrate the Nari Shakti Day, and officers and staff of the Chennai Port Trust, Kamaraj Port Trust and the Ministry. It is my pleasure to be here today. We are celebrating women and we are celebrating environment, two very, very important aspects of our life. In our quest for trade, in our quest for productivity, in our quest for success, we forget the basics, which are the 5 elements of the earth that need to be protected, which was depicted by the dance. The women who actually run not only families, but they run a large part of our economy and a large part of our personal lives. And of course, congratulations to, first of all, I should have started with congratulating the Paralympic winners. A great achievement. I think what a performance. Both of you from here, and the entire, and all the people who represented India put up, creating record upon record, so much so they said, maybe we should look more at Paralympics rather than just look at Olympics. And the women were at the forefront of winning all the medals, 29 medals in all, right? A big hand to them, yeah? And our own erstwhile alumni are here. Rupali is there, Sonali is there. They have been flag bearers, role models for the women who followed them in the profession. It is not an easy profession, and when they got in, it was extremely challenging. And not to forget this, Joy, who have been there in the maritime field. I had the personal privilege of attending the welcome ceremony when Ms. Joshi and her 5 colleagues, female colleagues, circumvented the globe on a small, call it the sailing yacht. Yeah, sailing yacht. Hardly any room for 6 of them to sit, and they had to spend more than 270 days. And there were rules and regulations as to what constitutes sailing around the world. And they successfully completed it. as a team, as an individual, they came out stronger. So what you see here, ladies and gentlemen, the women who are on the dais and the women who are sitting there waiting to follow their footsteps are not ordinary women. And I can only urge each one of us, the industry and all the officers, to encourage as much as possible so that the women go on to achieve their potential. I always tell the industry, when the women enter difficult professions, they enter it out of passion. It is not just a job for them. It is not just a 9-to-5 engagement for them. It is passion, and this is a passion that has to be supported. So to end, I would like to just inform the Minister and the Secretary that between 2014 and 2024, in the last 10 years, we have seen a 15-fold increase in the number of girls who have entered the Indian Maritime University. We started with 12 students, 12 female students in 2014, and today we have more than 180, which is calling for certain challenges like getting more hostels for girls, more facilities for girls. And I think this comes from the encouragement given, policies of the government, the encouragement of families, and the encouragement of everybody involved who allowed this and who have made this happen. Thank you very much, and once again, felicitations to all.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request Srimati Irene Scindia, IAS Managing Director, Kamaraja Port Limited, to give the address on women empowerment, please.
A very good morning. I'm very happy to welcome our chief guest, Honorable Minister Shri Sarvananda Sonowal, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Secretary, Government of India, Shri T.K. Ramachandran, IAS, Vice Chancellor of Indian Maritime University, Dr. Malini Shankar, IAS, retired, our Chairperson of Chennai Port Authority as well as Kamarajar Port, Shri Sunil Paliwal, Deputy Chairperson of Chennai Port Authority, Shri S. Vishwanathan, our special guests, Partika, Ms. Sonali, Captain Tina, Tulasimadi, Ms. Manisha, Ms. Rupali. It is indeed a great pleasure to have all these achievers here as symbols of what Nari Shakti can actually do. Today we saw Anusham performing. It felt as if Nari Shakti as well as Mother Nature were blending and flowing together. When we look at this, we realize the potential that women have and how we need to support them so that this potential can come out. I have few data which organizations like International Labour Organization and UN have given. The number of minutes that a woman spends every day in doing unpaid care work. So care work basically means she's either taking care of her kids, or her parents, mother-in-law, father-in-law, the family. So this is the number of minutes that she is spending. So a woman spends about 265 minutes per day taking care of the family for which she is not paid. A man spends about 83 minutes per day. So you can see the difference. A woman spends 3 times more of her time, energy, her mental capacity to run the home. And this is not different even in the Americas. Of course, there is kind of a relative equality. But if you look at the number in the American countries, women spend about 268 minutes per day. And a man spends about 155 minutes. So even there, with all the equality that is getting displayed and, voiced out, the woman still does twice as much as man. So this is about Americas and, similar high-income countries. You cannot even imagine what low-income countries are doing. We have a very famous poet in Tamil Nadu, Subramanya Bharatiyar. I would like to mention his lines here. பட்டங்கள் ஆள்வதும் சட்டங்கள் செய்வதும் பாரினில் பெண்கள் நடத்த வந்தோம். எட்டும் அறிவினில் ஆணுக்கிங்கே பெண் இளைப்பிள்ளை கான் என்று கும்மியடி. That means, of course, we all know, but still, it says that, he says, the women are here to rule as a scholar, as an intellectual, and she is here to make all the laws of the world. Her intellectual capacity is not less to any man, present on earth. That is what he is saying. So when we talk about empowerment, I think the underlying concept is equality. Are we treating our child, our girl child and the boy child at home equal? Are we treating our wife, our sister, our neighbors, our women whom we work with at our workplace, are we treating them as equals? Again, a small, I think this was from UN, I don't know the source exactly. They talk about pay differences in workplaces. So at a managerial level, a man gets about $80,000 plus, where a woman gets about $60,000 plus. So you see the difference. For the same managerial work that a man does and a woman does, there is a 30% difference in the wage gap. But I do not want to paint a bleak picture. Today we can see all these women achievers here. I see all the women employees of Chennai Port Authority and Kamarajar Port. I see all the beautiful cadets from the seafaring community. We see a huge hope in you all. When we look at you, we know that our society is transitioning gradually into a society which is equal. When we have, genuine conversations with our chairperson says, I have 2 daughters, so I am more on their side than the other side. When I listen to it, I understand. As father, as a brother, we understand, we are able to relate. But when we look at it from the society perspective, there is a lot more to do, in which each and every one of us will have to contribute. Because we have our honorable minister here, and this is an important area, I would like to make few comments on political leadership. When Panchayati Raj system, the seat reservations were made compulsory. In 2010, there was a study, very interesting study, and again it was displayed by Observer Research Foundation. What they found out was, this was a study which was conducted in 11 states. Women-led villages, as panchayat presidents, as council members, their corruption dropped and service delivery improved. This is a very established study that has been given. And the kind of investments which the panchayat was doing, majority of it went into water, sanitation, education and roads. Water in a rural setup is the most important commodity, and the woman is burdened with carrying water to the house. If it is 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, she'll carry 2 pots, 3 pots of water to her home. And that water will have to satisfy everybody's requirement. So the investment, look at how the investment scenario changes in a panchayat. A woman looks at what is the basic need of the family, of the community, and there the investment goes. Also, inclusive governance. When there is a woman leader, more women participate in the general body meetings. When more women are able to express themselves freely. These are all findings of the study. And this has again been reiterated in several studies, even recently one in 2020. So we are very happy to state that the steps taken by the government to provide reservation for women has been indeed a very major pushing force, because these women leaders are setting examples. by looking at them, there are more and more women leaders who are coming up, more women who believe in themselves and are taking up different work. Another interesting, because I have worked almost 15 years in Madhya Pradesh, another interesting scenario, though I don't know whether there is any study to support it, which I have seen is the Anganwadi worker. The day the government said Anganwadis will be filled with women staff, the number of girl children, I also worked in education for 2 years, I can strongly say that it went up. The dropout must have come down simply for the reason that Anganwadi worker posts were available to women. So even a small step in providing employment opportunity to a woman makes a huge difference in a society, because in Madhya Pradesh, I can very strongly say, every family wants their child to finish 12th standard because they believe that the child has an opportunity to get into the government system by becoming an Anganwadi worker or an Asha worker, etc. So with these important points, as parents, I have a very small suggestion. At home, treat them equally. When you buy a toy for a girl, I don't know, it's invariably a kitchen set. And when you buy a toy for a boy, you get a scar, you get something in building blocks, something which gives them that spatial understanding and everything. Next time, even if you get a toy for a small child, think twice. Am I discriminating the child at this age? At the age of 2, am I discriminating this child? If we are asking these questions, I think we will surely be on the right path to develop a very equal society. With this, I again congratulate all our achievers and my hearty wishes to all the cadets and employees for a very bright future. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request Shri T. K. Ramachandran, sir, Secretary to Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways, to deliver the special address, please.
Honorable Minister for Port, Shipping and Waterways, my colleague and Chairman of Chennai Port, Sri Sunil Paliwal, Vice Chancellor IMU, and the other dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and all the prize winners and the awardees in this morning's function. To all of you, Vanakkam, Namaskar. If after two women leaders have spoken, there is not much to add, isn't it? So we've had Malini Shankarji and of course Irene speak so eloquently, so beautifully about the place that women occupy in today's India. Just like to share a couple of points. The Honorable PM has talked about not just development of women, but women-led development. And I think our ministry is, I think, an example of that, because we have many women in key posts, key positions. And today you saw a reflection of that. And in the IMU, like the VC said, there's a large number of women candidates, as you can see here in the audience. And also there are a large number of women employees. And we have this Sagar Mein Samman scheme that the DGS has launched, in which a larger number of women seafarers and how to respect women while they are at sea. These are all issues that are constantly drilled into the cadets. So Nari Shakti, Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam, and Swachhata Divas, all of them are being today observed as per the guidance of the Honorable Minister. Stree Shakti has always been an important part of our culture. Nari Shakti, as you know, Matru Devo Bhava. In the Upanishads also, we start with Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Atithi Devo Bhava. The first is Matru Devo Bhava. Similarly, in our Tamil culture also, we respect the mother. And we start with Mata, Pita, Guru, Devam. It's always the mother first. And அப்படிதான் நாம இன்னைக்கு அம்மாவுடைய பெயர்ல ஒரு மரம் வளர்ப்பதற்காக ஒரு திட்டம். ஆண்களுடைய அம்மா, பெண்களுடைய அம்மா, எல்லோருடைய அம்மாவும் இதுல, அதுல ஒரு வேறுபாடு இருக்குன்னு நினைக்க வேண்டாம். எல்லாருடைய அம்மாவுக்கான ஒரு மரம். அதனால நம்முடைய கல்ச்சர், நம்முடைய கலாச்சாரத்துல எப்படி பெண்களுக்கு ஒரு முக்கியத்துவம் கொடுக்கப்பட்டிருக்கோ அந்த முக்கியத்துவத்தை எடுத்து இன்றைக்கு அவர்கள் உங்களுக்கு உரையாற்றி காட்டியுள்ளார்கள். அந்த வகையில நாம் நம்முடைய வேலையில to the extent possible we should ensure that women are given full support, whether in the family, whether at school, whether at work. And I think under the guidance of the Honorable Minister, it is being done exceptionally in all aspects of governance, in all aspects of life today. In fact, today Honorable Prime Minister is launching the Shubhadra scheme in Orissa, where the women are going to get, I think, 5,000 rupees every 6 months or something like that. Every 6 months. So across the world, whether it's Ladli, Beti, in Madhya Pradesh or Haryana, everywhere you have schemes which encourage the development of the girl child. And therefore, I think it is in the fitness of things that today we are all gathered here to celebrate womenhood, to celebrate Nari Shakti, and to ensure that they have greater voice in every aspect of life and governance in this country. So I'd like to congratulate the Chennai port for having organized this function at a very short notice. I would also like to congratulate all the awardees, all especially the ones in the Paralympics. I must, call out their names. Srimati Sonali Banerjee, Captain Cheena Joy, Mrs. Rupali Raj, Mrs. Tulasimati Murugesan, Mrs. Manisha Ramdas, and Mrs. Vartika. I think all of them seated on the stage, they add value. And we are very thankful that you accepted our invitation at such short notice and you're here at the invitation of the Honorable Minister. We thank you and we hope that you will bring many, many, many more laurels and you will act as inspiration for the other women who are gathered here and who are part of our port family. Thank you very much once again for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, sir. I request the following speakers to be brief as our Honorable Minister has to attend an important function after this function. I now request Lieutenant Commandant Vartika Joshi, who has led the first all-women Indian Navy covering 2,000 to 22,000 nautical miles in 254 days. Her mission is known as Navika Sagar Parikrama. She is honored with Nav Sena Medal for her exemplary leadership and resilience. With this, I request Lieutenant Commander Vartika Joshi, INS Tarni, for sharing her experience, please.
Honorable Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Sarvananda Sonwal, distinguished delegates, members of the gathering, and amazing cadets out there. It's an immense honor and a privilege for me to stand before you and share my experiences of leading India's first all-women circumnavigation under sail, a voyage that celebrated the indomitable spirit of Indian women. My personal story, like many others, began with a lot of uncertainty. Coming from the mountains, far removed from the sight of the land, from the sight and sound of the oceans, I was initially extremely apprehensive of the oceans. But as they say, life often leads you to places we could have never imagined. And so here I was on a path that led me to join the Indian Navy, where I was fortunate enough to shatter both my internal limiting beliefs as also the societal expectations that back in the days surrounded women going to sea. Sailing around the world with 5 remarkable women for 254 days through towering waves, frigid cold temperatures, and hurricane-force winds. It was a journey of extraordinary endurance and self-discovery. And these are those moments in life that blur the boundaries of human potential. And to me, it is in these moments that one can experience and one's inner strength. It is in those kind of moments that one's inner strength is truly tested. And you can actually get to experience what true empowerment looks like. So for this voyage, we are profoundly grateful to the Government of India for the sheer support and unwavering support throughout the course of this humongous journey. The pride and joy that was reflected in the eyes of the Prime Minister of India when we successfully finished this voyage, it's unexplainable. And I think will forever remain as a source of inspiration to me and also my team members. Today, I stand committed to continue to promote offshore sailing, not just for the women, but also to everybody in the country who seeks adventure on the high seas. The Royal Madras Yacht Club here, which was founded in 1911 by the first chairman of the Madras port, has a long and storied history. I am so delighted to share that in keeping with its rich tradition, a new center of the Royal Madras Yacht Club is being inaugurated at the Karmajar port. As a member of the committee, my role here is to further the promotion of sailing with the goal of training new sailors as yours who can navigate between ports on a 3-hour journey, building skills and confidence in the entire process. We are well aware that the Bay of Bengal is a challenging body of water, often lashed with severe cyclones and hurricanes. But it's also a place of immense opportunity, if you can look at it. And with the safety provided by the port, we strongly believe that it can become a hub for world-class offshore sailors. I extend my deepest gratitude to the Honorable Minister, who has been a visionary leader under whose guidance the maritime industry has witnessed tremendous progress. I also wish to thank the Chairman, Sri Sunil Palaval, IAS, and Managing Director, Dr. Irene Cynthia, IAS, for their steadfast support of our sailing initiatives. With your continued encouragement, sir and ma'am, I assure you that we are determined to create the state-of-the-art sailing facilities at both these ports and make India a global leader in offshore sailing. Thank you so much, and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Srimati Sonali Banerjee, Principal Surveyor, Indian Register, who ensures technical standards and certification for vessels, actively participated in gender diversity in maritime, led and organized the Green Shipping Conclave. With this, I request Srimati Sonali Banerjee, Principal Surveyor, to share a few words, please.
Namaskar to all the dignitaries who are present here on the dais, our Honorable Union Minister of Shipping, Port and Waterways, and to all the people who are attending here. So one of the disadvantages of being one of the end speakers is that we don't have much time to speak about. But I would like to take this opportunity to speak and connect to the cadets who I see are present here in large numbers, particularly the lady cadets, because I leave about my journey to Ms. Rupali Raj Joshi and Captain Jijos to speak about their journeys. And every time I see a gathering of the cadets, I am so filled with passion because this is where our professional journey started all about, you know. But there are, looking at the time constraint, I would like to highlight a few points which would help you in taking your journey of maritime ahead. As cadets, you get these 3 years or 4 years within the training institute. And believe me, this is the best time of your life that you can utilize towards your own improvisation and building up the skills. When I talk building up of skills and the development of your skill, we have to understand how the future of the maritime today is, we can see. It is mostly all about environmental norms and the digitalization. So girls and boys who are specially taking up the technical side, that is marine engineering, I would like to request that you pay as much attention to, instead of just the learning about the mechanical part of engineering, you also learn as much as possible about the softwares, about the automation, about electricals, because this is where the future of maritime lies. So it is very important that while you are in college, you build up yourself to cope up with the changes in the maritime world. Second thing is, which I would like to request all the girls to understand, that when you prepare for yourself for life out at sea, it is very important here that you keep the baggage of the war of the genders aside. Your primary focus has to be that when you join the ship, your performance has to be no less than anybody else's. And it is only this performance that is going to take you ahead in your career. As girls, we know that our numbers are very minuscule in the maritime industry. So accordingly, you have to be extremely well aware of the surroundings. You have to understand what are the safe and unsafe practices on board. However, you cannot go to a ship thinking that, you know, all men are our enemies and they are all potential molesters. You have to just keep that out of your mind. Only then you will be able to focus on your work. You know, we stay at home. Today I'm able to stand on this dais because I have 2 children at home. I know there is somebody, my husband, he's supporting me. He said, I'll take care of this aspect, so you go there. So we know that men, we can't always get into a fight of the genders, the war of the sexes. We have to keep ourselves as sane as possible, focus on development of your skill, and do the best that you can in the best of your capacity. As women, we understand that if we have to go out at sea and do some field job, we have few days in a month when we are down with menstrual cycle. But then I would like to tell you that, you see, there are so many sportswomen in the world. They do they go to various Olympics, they do so many finals, and during those days also they are able to cope up with their bodily issues. So it is important that you have chosen a profession which is not especially those who are going to go for seafaring, I'm saying, that it is not a very common profession. You have chosen an unconventional profession. The calls are very different. You have to prepare yourself to the best of your capability to deal with this life. Only if you prepare yourself now as cadets, trainees, will you be able to perform. I think with that, I would like to conclude without taking too much of your time. Thank you so much, and I wish everybody out here a very happy occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Captain Tina Joy specializes in container and bulk carriers. She is also a member of Institute of Chartered Shipbroker UK since 2019. I now request her to share her valuable experience.
Good afternoon, everyone. Everyone's bored, I guess. It's taking time. Not taking too much of time. I'm thankful and grateful for me to invite me over here. With small timing, I'll tell you only one thing. Girls, never give up. Go till the end of the tunnel. When you've started it, I'm sure, like me, I was also like this. But I've had perseverance and I've reached till now. Presently, I'm working in JM Bakshi as general manager. But believe me, the path was not that easy. I had my own challenges. Everyone faces challenges. But please, face it head on and make sure you reach till the end. Never give up. It's not that, you know, it will never be easy. It has never been easy. But please do not give up. Keep these 4 things in mind: honesty, humility, innovation, and perseverance. These 4 things will lead you forward. There will be many things which will come on the way. Go ahead, face it head on, and I'm sure you'll also one day stand here and give speech to the girls. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Rupali Raj Joshi, Head Marine Engineering, has played an instrumental role in shaping policies under national initiatives. I now request her to share a few words, please.
Namaste, dignitaries on dais. Vanakkam, Chennai. So I will not share the journey which I have that is available on LinkedIn. People will go through and in a glance they will come to know. So I would like to suggest the girl cadets who are sitting here and who will join the profession as a seafaring. First thing you have to think, somebody is giving you the whole ship under you, okay? There are only 20 people. So much amount is involved. Nobody gives you their car to drive, huh? And here we are getting full ship with the loaded cargo. So you should have that, somebody is putting so much trust in you, you should repay that. You should do the things in the right way. So for that what you need, you should have your skills, technical skills of course. You should have a team building. So whatever team strength, weakness, you carry forward and do it. And last thing, being a female or male, there is not such a difference because machinery doesn't bias on your gender. Whatever you do with good or bad with machinery, they will react. Either they will stop or they will run. And sea is also not biased. So where the profession, our own mindset creating disturbance for us. We think that people are against us. We think that company is not promoting me. We think that people don't like my profession. Nothing is like that. Nobody have time to think about you. You have to think yourself. Once you choose the career, go up to the end. Don't give up in between with the small issues. That is what I mean to say. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now it's time to honor our Paralympic champions. I now humbly request our Honorable Minister Shri Sarbananda Sonowal ji to honor our Paralympic champions with a small memento and a check. Ms. Tulasimati Murugesan, who is a silver medalist in women's single SU5 Para Badminton Paris 2024 Olympics. She is the first Indian woman to reach finals in the Para Olympics and #1 Indian Para Badminton shuttle of SU5 category. She has also won silver medal in the World Championship held in Tamil Nadu. Now I request our Honorable Minister to honor Manisha Ramadas. Now I request our Honorable Minister to honor Manisha Ramadas, who is the bronze medalist under women single SU5 Para Badminton Paris 2024 Paralympics. She was crowned as 2022 World Champion as she secured 11 gold and 5 bronze medals in a single year. She was also honored as BWF Female Para Badminton Player for the year 2022. It is important to note that out of 4 winners from the state of Tamil Nadu in the Paralympics, 3 are women winners. And we are also honoring Ms. Nitya Shri, who has also won bronze medal in the women's single para badminton. However, she is not able to attend this function due to unavoidable circumstances and previous engagements. However, we will be honoring her also. Thank you, sir. Now I request our Chief Guest, Sri Honorable Minister Shri Sarbananda Sonowal ji, to address the gathering, please. I now request Ms. Tulasimati Murugesan to share a few words, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. To our Honorable Minister, Sir, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Secretary, Sir, Vice Chancellor, Ma'am, and to all the dignitaries on and off the dais. I'm extremely happy to present here today in celebrating the spirit and the strength of women and empowering their power. I would like, first of all, myself, Tulasimati Murugesan, recently won a silver medal in the Paris Paralympics and who became the first Indian woman to reach the final. I would like to thank the Government of India and Sports Authority of India who have been supporting, giving me unwavering support and being a being a support for me through my journey. And as a TOPS target Olympic podium scheme athlete from SAI, I was given nutrition, training and equipment facilities to achieve this level. And I also got an opportunity to interact with our Prime Minister, sir, the moment I would always cherish. My journey for the past 17 years in sports was not easy. The struggle was not for a month or for a week. It's been every single day which I've struggled, both financially, economically and physically and mentally. I think I could not tell all my struggles because it's never ending. So what I would tell you all is have hunger to achieve something in life. Everyone will say do or die. It's not do or die, it's do it before you die. So set a goal, work for it. After facing all these struggles, one thing we never did is we didn't quit. So never have a thought of quitting your goal. Work hard. As I stand there in the podium, I know I'm not just fighting for myself, for every little girl who dare to dream big. A small girl from a middle class family who wished to represent our country India in the global stage, backed up by my father and guru, who always motivated me to dream big and pursue my passion, and a strong woman, my mother, who taught me to be independent. Thank you so much, Appa and Amma, for giving me such a great stage to achieve something in life. To every woman today, I think to every woman who is working very hard, I think multitasking, playing multiple roles as a mother, as a friend, as a mentor, who's in the society, who's achieving great heights in every field. Remember, I am one of I am inspired each one of you. So thank you for this opportunity. As everyone know, in Rio Paralympics we have received only 4 medals. In Tokyo we have received 19 medals, and in Paris we have received 29 medals. So I think this shows the difference that government supports to the athletes to reach the highest level. I think next Paralympics the medal count will be more. Thank you so much for Government of India for supporting us through all the schemes and supporting us. I think in para badminton we have received 5 medals. Out of 5, 3 are by women. So I am very proud to be woman, and I'll work hard to change the color of my medal. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I now request Manisha Ramadas, bronze medalist, to share her experience, please.
Good morning, everyone. So, I'm Manisha Ramadas, para badminton player. I'm from Tiruvallur town. So, I have won bronze medal in Paris Paralympics 2024. I'm very proud to be an first Indian shuttler woman to win a medal for our country, and also it was my first time in such a big stage, and I had no experience. I just had 2 years of experience in international stage, and playing my first Paralympics was everything. And also my journey was not easy. I have trained for 9 years to get into this stage, and it's not a 1 month, 2 months thing that there are so many people who will be leaving the sports or their whatever their ambition within 1 month, 2 months because they couldn't get these results. But but my thing was it took 9 years for me to play an first Paralympics, and I'm so thankful for our Government of India and to our Honorable Prime Minister Sir for supporting us and motivating us. And we just few days back we went to meet our Prime Minister Sir and he was motivating us a lot, and he supported us even before Paralympics. We had a call with him, who was who played one of the crucial role in our achievements in this Paralympics. And I'm so grateful to stand in front of all these incredible people, great achievers, and thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We are so proud of you, Paralympic champions. Thank you. I now request our Honorable Minister, Shri Sarbananda Sonowal ji, to address the gathering, please. Please, sir.
Chennai, Vanakkam. So today, I believe, after listening all the important speeches given by our very, very kind of success story writer, and their speeches are so touching, and I believe everyone, whoever is sitting here, are highly benefited out of the experiences they have narrated here today. Today, we have in this particular occasion the presence of T.K. Ramachandran, Secretary, Ministry of Port Shipping Waterways, the Chairman, Chennai Port Authority, Sunil Palewal, and Vice Chancellor, Indian Maritime University, Dr. Malini B. Shankar. Then we have the Managing Director, Kamaraja Port, J.F. Irini Cynthia, Deputy Chairperson, Chennai Port Authority, S. Viswanathan. Then we have Madam Jena Joshi, Jena Jui. We have Sonali Banerjee. We have Tulasi Mathi Murugesan. We have Rupali Raj Joshi. We have Manisha Ramadash. We have Lieutenant Commander Bhattika Joshi. My dear student friend from Maritime University, and also the officers and the workers of both the port, ladies and gentlemen, and my media friends. Today we are assembling here to take a place to make the country clean, to make ourselves clean, because Saswata hi Seva. And through this particular initiative, we can also clean our character, our personality, our image, our thinking. So this is the theme that is to be propagated, promoted by us through action, through the action of cleanliness. Cleanliness is next to godliness. If it is so, to reach to the near of God, we'll have to make our life clean and beautiful. So I believe this is to be understood by every citizen. Because we want to be successful in our life. We want to be a respected citizen in our life. We want to be a credible person in our life. We want to be a man of character and man of direction in our life. So to achieve all this target of life, first of all, we'll have to make our personality clean, our thinking clean. Then we could contribute quality, value to our way of life. So I believe this particular line everyone should always put into their heart and soul, so that in any moment of life we should always abide by the principle of cleanliness. So in this competitive world, if India has to become the most ideal and most respected nation in the world, then we'll have to, in many parameters, perform with credibility, with reputation, with achievement, with power, with ability, with contribution. So to achieve all this target, and I believe every citizen of the country will have to contribute from his or her side. I believe today, this particular occasion, I am especially thankful to the Port Authority. They have organized this occasion and at the same time to empower the women in the country. How in the last 10 years, Honorable Prime Minister has taken so many initiatives. We understand without the support of mom, we cannot grow. Even we cannot live. Dharti Mata, Mother Earth. We always address this planet Earth as a Mother Earth. Why? Because this gives shelter, this gives food, this gives life, this gives freshness, this gives all kind of value of living. So that is why mom is bigger than God in our philosophy. It has always been accepted like this. And without mom's support, mom caring, mom nurturing, no child can grow. No child can achieve the destination of his or her life. So that is why I believe with that deep realization to empower the women in the country has become a very, very important priority agenda for Honorable Prime Minister in the last 10 years. That is why he has undertaken many initiatives such as the Beti Bachao Beti Padhao, Pradhan Mantri Matru Bandhana Yojana, Mahila E-Heart, Nirbhaya Fund, Mahila Shakti Kendra, State and Rashtriya Mahila Kosh. So there are so many initiatives. Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, many more. This is mainly to empower our women in the country. And now, in all the sectors, wherever the responsibility has been entrusted on the shoulder of the women, they have performed with credibility and contribution remarkably. That is why I salute the women. And today's this particular program is dedicated to the contribution of our women in the country. And I'm really delighted to be here today on this particular important platform where all the successful women's presence here today, and this is mainly to inspire you, young cadet for tomorrow. Are you ready to accept their appeal with heart and soul? Tell me. Yes, you must stand up, because by applying their devoted efforts, dedicated effort, committed effort hard work, discipline, character, they have achieved the great in their life. But now it is your turn to contribute remarkably for the growth of the country in a bigger way. So I believe in the near future, all the cadets will rise to the occasion, and by making their personality clean and making the environment clean and making the country proud by cleaning it. Everywhere you stand, you live, and you address, you meet. So I believe this is the responsibility to be shared by every citizen. So I believe I need not have to make prolonged speeches, because today, right from the morning, by taking the place and also by planting one tree in the name of our mom, we have all planted here today, and also cleaning the street. So these are the very, very noble initiative on our part. This is mainly to be carried out because under the dynamic leadership of Honorable Prime Minister, we want to make India a self-reliant nation, Atmanirbhar Bharat, by 2047, one of the leading developed nation. So, to be a part of this particular exercise, I believe everyone should be definitely prepare themselves mentally, physically, and spiritually to contribute our part to the nation. With these few words, I again extend my special thanks to all the participants here today, and especially the board of Kamaraja and also Chennai Port Authority. You have taken very, very noble initiative in this particular campus, and this is also an occasion to celebrate, because today is the birthday of our most beloved Prime Minister of the country, Narendra Modi ji. And his visionary leadership, his dynamic leadership has made us proud. Now this country going to become the $5 trillion economy in the next 5 years. So now we are the fastest growing economy in the world. So that is why all this achievement, if it's become a possible reality, it is because of the dynamic leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. So I must salute him from the core of my heart. And today, after listening to medal winner from the Paralympic Paris, so whatever experience they have today elaborated here, I'm really happy to learn from them that how Honorable Prime Minister inspired them before going to Paris and also after coming from Paris. So this is the power of his personality. This is the personality who is taking everybody along, sabka saath, sabka vikas, cooperative federalism, and making the country proud. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. Under your guidance, Chennai Port Authority and Kamaraja Port Limited has been ranked as among the top 100 ports in the world. And under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister and under the guidance of our Minister, we women assure you, sir, under your Women Empowerment Scheme and various all initiatives, and from your support, we will also contribute for the empowerment of our nation, sir. Thank you so much. With this, I now request our Deputy Chairperson, Shri Vishwanathan IAS, to give the vote of thanks, please.
Honorable Union Minister for Port, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Sarvananda Sonowal ji. Respected Secretary, Shri T.K. Ramachandran, IAS. Respected Vice Chancellor, Indian Maritime University, Madam Malini Shankar. Our Chairperson, MD KPL, all the women dignitaries on the dais, all the invited guests. Very good morning to all of you. It has been a wonderful morning with the august presence of our Honorable Union Minister on the eve of Swachhata program, and felicitation to women who have shined in their respective fields. I would like to highlight the campaign Swabhav Swachhata, Sanskar Swachhata, which seeks to reignite the spirit of collective action and citizen participation in cleanliness efforts across India. I would also like to inform, as mentioned by our Honorable Union Ministers in his Swachhata pledge, that people should neither litter nor let others litter. As regards to women empowerment, Government of India, under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, have done financial inclusion of women, Mission Shakti, Mahila Shakti Kendras, under National Education Policy 2020 and Women Industrial Training Institutes, lot of developmental initiatives have been taken. I would like to mention what our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi said. When women prosper, the world prospers, which is very factual. The combined prosperity of men, women will lead to complete and sustained development to the world. Also, the one thing that will take the country forward is women-led development. As said, India's progress and the necessity for strengthening India is in the heart of everybody's mind. On behalf of Chennai Port Authority, I take this opportunity to thank our Honorable Union Minister who have taken enormous pain and effort to ensure that this program is excelled, and he has ensured also that all the women dignitaries who are successful in their field are brought to this dais and felicitated. I thank our respected secretary. I also thank all the lady dignitaries for their inspiring speech to the audience. I thank our chairperson for his active support in organizing this grand event and inspiring points in his welcome address. I also thank all the officers, staff who have contributed to this grand event. I would like to take this opportunity to inform our Honorable Union Minister that all the ladies present here, they will be, after the event, they will be going to our coastal berth, and almost 300 to 350 trees plantation will be done at our coastal berth. With these few words, I thank one and all. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. I now request everyone to rise for national anthem, please. Like to request our Honorable Minister that we'll take a small photograph with all the dignitaries on the stage so that we can freeze this moment like a memorable event, sir.